I'm gonna say this just one time. One time. I made a statement on a late night show I did, and the statement that I made is sending everybody into a tizzy, which does nothing but reinforce what the hell I said when I said that in the church and in Christendom, you're made a demon not by your deeds, but by your doctrine. And this is what I said. Check this out. And this is very clear and plain to me. And I've been saying it since Jesus was a baby in the manger when his mama and them was, there were all them animals and stuff after the black folk had got there, them following the stars. Jesus is the way to God. Can somebody put that in the chat for the does in the back? And I'm explaining what I mean. I'm getting out of the car. It's my oldest daughter, my baby daughter. We're about to go in the mall and look around, which could be a mistake. I asked them to go with me to the mall. Could be a mistake because they might see stuff they just like and do the daddy thing. But anyway, Jesus is the way to God. Now, I take it farther and say Jesus is God. But let me just stay right here. Jesus is the way to God. Now, I have studied so many religions. But let's just deal with the Abrahamic religions. When I look through these religions, even when I look at Hindu, when I look at all the different religions, I see a common thread. And the common thread is this. The common thread is that love, peace, mercy, prosperity, kind care, concern, giving are like at the root of these religions and their purity. Of course, all the religions have these different legs, types, and kind. Well, y'all, that's who Jesus is. Jesus is love. Jesus is everything that is human and kind, loving, peaceful. This is why I say Jesus is God and Jesus is the manifestation of God, because God is love. So whether they call him Allah, to my God, or whether they call him Shiva, that's God for the Hindus, or Allah for the Muslims, they call him God. That don't make me a hill of beans. I respect your religion, and if you are devout and proper in your religion, so why shouldn't I embrace you? Because if you're devout and proper in your religion and not an extremist or something like that, you practice love, no harm to yourself, no harm to others. And that was the same thing that, well, they don't look like it, but that's the same thing that we supposed to be doing as Christians. So yeah, I'm going to embrace you because ultimately, you're following the teachings of Jesus Christ. And you are walking in the way of the followers of Jesus Christ. You just aren't a Christian. You're a Muslim or you are a Hindu. But one God, many different expressions of religion, and one path. Not one God and many paths. One God, one path. That way is Jesus, which is love. Now, there are many religions, there are many vehicles, or you can say something like that, but the way to God is Jesus, because Jesus is love. Plain, point simple. Now go argue amongst yourself. In fact, go to the mirror and argue with your reflection, because that's a whole mess. I'll be mad at it too. Argue with your grandma that got hair coming out her chin. Argue with her. Do that. But don't argue with me. It's a waste of your time and a waste of your energy. You hear me? I ain't buying.